And so next up, podcast listeners, CNN messes up again. CNN, you won't believe this, had a breaking story, okay? Not a surprise. The breaking story is Russia formally attacks Ukraine. And then, while they have this breaking story on CNN, they have an Applebee's commercial with a split screen, right? So it goes from full screen, Russia invades Ukraine. And naturally, if you're a CNN viewer, you're watching the TV and you're thinking, wow, pretty soon someone's going to come on to tell me what's really happening. And so, yeah, we interrupt this program with this breaking story and this big, chyron there. Whoops, this big chyron is there and it's telling you what's happening. And then an Applebee's commercial comes on. We have a clip on this. You can't believe it. This is how badly CNN needs commercials. Here it is.
And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right.
So I'm sorry. So that's CNN. When you're CNN, you'll do anything, to make some money because hardly anyone's watching, but they figure that lots of people are tuning in because this is breaking news, which is probably true that more people are, watching them because it's breaking news. And then they're like, we're going to take advantage of this. Brought to you by Applebee's, which is just ridiculous.
The Russian invasion brought to you by chicken fried steak.
That's right.
So embarrassing.
Are you worried about the Ukraine? Then come to Applebee's and celebrate. Oh, yes. We have 2 for 1 tonight. Oh, my gosh. You have no idea. And by the way, let's all celebrate the Holodomor while we're at it,
Yeah, exactly.
And believe me, I say that because it's just so disgusting, right?
Oh,
because
yeah.
the Russians did that Holodomor. They imposed this famine on the Ukraine.
Yeah.
And then the CNN is so stupid that they have an Applebee's commercial. Can we do this Applebee's commercial again with CNN? Yeah. So first up, before you start, listen to this podcast, listeners. You have the breaking news and the sirens, right? Because Russia's invading, and then Applebee's is advertising at the same time. Here it is.
And a little bit of chicken fried. Cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right.
So there you go again. Chicken fried chicken at Applebee's. Come celebrate the invasion.
It's so terrifying. How tone deaf are they?
They're so stupid.
So desperate.
They really are. And I think this really tells you what CNN is about. Obviously, it's a money-making operation, but increasingly they're in such financial trouble that they're willing to do just about anything. That's always the danger in the media, right? When they're willing to basically sell out to anyone that is willing to give them a few bucks so that they can get their misinformation out there.
Yeah, it's really very scary. And it happens not just CNN. There's MSNBC, and they're all bad. I bet they're all doing the same Applebee's commercials.
And to be clear, podcast listeners, we want to say with this particular segment that we stand with the people of the Ukraine, obviously, and we think what the Russians did back in the 30s with the Holodomor is awful and so forth. But we also think that CNN is run by a bunch of idiots who would actually do this. And it shows you, why are you watching CNN? Why do people watch CNN?
I don't know.
Lauren,
nobody is watching CNN. They need a war. Maybe they're probably behind the war just so that they love war. They've been begging for the war because they need to get their viewership up. Seriously.
Something has to happen. I mean, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I have to admit that with CNN, maybe they'll shut down. Maybe someone will buy them that actually is responsible.
And I doubt that somebody responsible will buy them. Probably some other inbred in their weird club of MSNBC and make believe world. Somebody like that might buy them up, but they're going to continue to just make stuff up.
Of course they are. Yeah, exactly.